What's up guys, this is Yasser. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasser's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to talk about two fresh fragrances from the brand Versace. So Versace is a designer brand. You would already know it by now, I'm sure, because it's the most spoken designer fragrance in the fragrance community. So my favorite from the fresh fragrance from the brand Versace is Versace Dylan Blue. I've also mentioned this several times in my other videos. I have a backup bottle of this as well because it's my favorite from the Versace fresh scents, but there are other two as well which is also very popular, and that is Versace Man Eau Fraiche and Versace Pour Homme. Now these two are 5 ml eau de toilette. I did not buy a full bottle yet because I personally prefer this one, but let's say you are in a situation where you want to choose one among these two. So I'll let you know what exactly is the difference in the way they smell. In case you want to have both of them, both are great fragrances, you can still have it. So this is how the bottle comes, the 5 ml. This is Versace Man Eau Fraiche. Okay, this is the front and back, and this is Versace Pour Homme. This is the back. So again, this is a 5 ml, it does not have a sprayer. You will have to dab it just like how you use attars, but they are not oils. So they are mixed with ethanol, it's just that they do not have a sprayer. So you will have to apply it, then maybe dab it on the spots you want. You can also apply it on your clothes in a way that do not leave marks. So let's get started with the way they smell. So I'll start with Versace Pour Homme. Now Pour Homme, okay, in case you guys didn't know, this is also created by Alberto Morillas. Eau Fraiche is created by Olivia Cresps, who is also one of the famous perfumers in the fragrance industry. So it's like Alberto Morillas versus Olivia Cresps. Let's put it that way to see which one smells better, though both are great fragrances. I'll start with Versace Pour Homme. Now Pour Homme is a fresh aquatic type of fragrance. It has a nice bergamot, the typical Alberto Morillas bergamot in this, that fresh juicy kind of bergamot, along with some aquatic vibes, and in the late dry down you would get a soft woody and a nice musky note. Very fresh, soft, great for the summers, a very airy kind of fresh, soft aquatic scent. Now if you like that kind of fragrance, this is definitely something that you would love. Performance wise, it projects about 1.5 to 2 hours if you're indoors. In general, I get about 1.5 hours of projection, and I get a lasting of 6 to 7 hours in normal hot temperatures. But if you're exposed to sunlight completely, then I think you can expect about 4 hours. But otherwise, in general, I get about 6 to 7 hours, which is not bad. Now coming to Versace Eau Fraiche, this is also a fresh summer scent, but it has a very prominent star fruit note, which makes it a little different from the usual fresh aquatic scents. So it has a nice citrus on top and a very beautiful, very tempting star fruit note, which I actually love the most. So I kind of relate this to Dolce & Gabbana light blue women's, minus that additional floral note which the women's fragrance has, because in the dry down I get similar vibes of Dolce & Gabbana light blue which my wife has. I really love that scent, but I'm not trying to say that this smells feminine. It kind of has that vibe minus that deep white floral notes which Dolce & Gabbana has. So this one does not have that feminine vibe, it is more aquatic, but that star fruit is very prominent in this one, and I really enjoy smelling that one. So overall, both are great fragrances, but if you ask my opinion among these two, I would go with this one because of that beautiful, tempting star fruit note, which generally is not used in most of the fresh aquatic scents, but this one has that. Now performance wise, this is also equivalent to this. I get about 6 hours with this one as well if I'm in a normal hot temperature, and it projects about 1.5 to 2 hours. So pretty similar performance. This sometimes gives 1 hour additional in longevity, but otherwise both are great scents. So in my opinion, I would go with this one because of that star fruit note. But if you like fresh aquatic Alberto Morillas, typical Alberto Morillas kind of scents, this is definitely a great choice. But the only reason why I'm choosing this is because in the dry down I get similar feel of Acqua di Gio Absolute, which is also created by Alberto Morillas. I've done a separate video on that as well. That is one of my favorites, but that has a very nice prominent woody note compared to this one in the dry down. So the dry down of Absolute is even more tempting, even more matured and prominent compared to this one. So since I already have that, maybe that's why I'm comparing this with that one, and I still choose Acqua di Gio Absolute over this one. And if I have to compare this with this, I would still choose this one. So it all depends on your taste. If you like that star fruit kind of note, just go for this one. If you like the typical Alberto Morias and if you do not have Acqua di Gio flankers, then you can go for this one. But if you already have Acqua di Gio Absolute or Acqua di Gio Original, then I think you might get that similar nuance of typical Alberto Morias bergamot and that woody base in this one as well. So for that reason, I would go with this one. So for me, this one wins if I have to compare these two, but otherwise both are great scents. Like I said, you can choose based on your taste and preference. So let me know which one you like among these two. Comment down in the comment section. See you next time soon. Keep sharing the videos. Thanks for watching again. Cheers.